This is a message to Sledghammer Games. Thank you so much for putting the experimental playlist in Modern Warfare 3. I think it's such a good idea that you guys are going to try something new. Give us as the community the opportunity to try out what you guys have in store. And it has this, back and forth conversation that we can have. So here's one of my suggestions. I have this little notepad section that you guys can see. And I have a very good idea that I think we should bring back. And I'm going to go ahead and just read from the top, okay? So let's try making kill streaks / score streaks recycling again, okay? So once you get your third kill streak, you then start working towards your first kill streak again, okay? And there's a couple things I have here listed, and I want to go into the in-depth on it. So the first one, it says lack of replayability and games become boring or repetitive, okay? So as much as I love running around Call of Duty and getting kills, I also want to have a reason to do that. Now, again, a lot of the times the reason why we run around on domination is to play the objective, but a lot of people don't play the objective. So it becomes playing team deathmatch in domination, okay? And I'm going to reference domination a lot because that's my main game mode, so bear with me, okay? So what I mean by that is, like, if we're playing a domination match where, the spawns keep flipping back and forth and we're spawning at C, spawning at A, spawning at C, spawning at A, like, we can't get into a rhythm. And even if I go on my kill streak, let's say I've been struggling the past couple of games and I'm like, yo, let me make a smart decision. I'm going to run UAV, counter UAV, and I'm going to run the cruise missile, right? Well, if I get that once, that's not going to help my team very much, right? Because let's be honest, everybody runs UAV, and now everybody runs Ghost. So, I get my UAV, I get my counter UAV. Yeah, maybe that helps us out for a minute, and then I get my cruise missile, and then I get like one kill. So, like, now it's like, okay, well, I just got my kill streaks. Well, now I've got map control. We're starting to make a push, but, like, I don't get anything more for staying alive. So I basically have to just go die again. And so I'm going to just throw my body on the flag and boom, I just got sniped. Or some guy's just running, he sprays me down and he moves on, he keeps pushing. And so what happens is it starts to become this, like, we're just playing team deathmatch. And so, like, I'm just going to try to get my kill streaks die, get my kill streaks die, get my kill streaks die, when it should be more of like, let me get my kill streaks and then let me try to hold the B point on domination. Like, that's what it should be. Okay, so that moving into my second point, okay, and this is one of those things that I know that developers and Activision, like, obviously you guys will read ahead of me, but, like, this is the thing that will help the new players. And what I mean by that is, like, if you give the new player the ability to recycle kill streaks and stay on a kill streak, they're going to remember that a lot more than getting a kill streak once, right? If this player gets a UAV and then gets a counter UAV and then gets a cruise missile and then they get a triple kill with the cruise missile and then get another kill and then they just capture their home flag and then they got their UAV again, they're going to be inclined to stay and play. But what it also does is it helps everybody, right? Because then they're doing good as a bad player or a new player or a player that's not as experienced, right? Helps everybody, because then as a player, maybe let's say on my level, I'm just using me as an example. Let's say I happen to be the best on my team and I'm struggling to figure out what's going on, but then that guy starts popping off. Well, then that allows me to pop off and it helps the game, because I'm like, man, like, I need to tighten up because this guy's popping off, and it adds levels to the game, to the match itself, okay? Which that ties into domination. Right? So this is my number 3 point, is domination has two different ways it's played. Either you're playing an even match where everybody's kind of just killing each other, either, for a minute, one team has B, for another minute it has B, or like I said before, it's going back and forth. You capture C, you run out, you try to go to B, you die, and now you're spawning on A. It's going back and forth, and it's not fun. Or you have a bunch of good players on one team and you're getting pushed into your base, and so now you're stuck. And so basically what happens is because there's no score streak, even if the team that's good is pushing you up, they really can't keep you there in a healthy way, because basically what's happening is you're gonna get basically spawn trapped, because they're not gonna sit back and do nothing, because there's no kill streaks to work towards. So what are they going to do? They're just going to push into the spawn, and they're going to kill you off a spawn. Whereas if they had kill streaks, they would probably stay back a little more because they would try to stay alive, which would then give the team that was getting spawn trapped a little bit of breathing room, so that way they can get out and maybe get a couple kills to start getting on a kill streak. And this goes to my last point, is skill-based matchmaking has to go, but I understand that it's not going to, and maybe you guys, maybe as a developer for Sledghammer, doesn't have the ability to fix that, or maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just not going anywhere. I want it to go somewhere. I want it to get out of here. I want it to leave, but it's just not. So here's my solution to that, and here's my reasoning for having score streaks recycle, right? Is if you're gonna have this even playing field, and I go on a kill streak, I should be rewarded for staying alive by getting more kill streaks, right? I'm playing in an even lobby. So if I happen to have the upper hand on people, I should be able to keep going, right? That's the competitive nature, right? And so if you're gonna force us to play these skill-based matchmaking lobbies, at least give us the tools to combat that. So on the reverse hand, if I'm playing in an even match and I happen to be going up against someone that's playing very well, or a team that's playing very well, and maybe there's a point in the game where I go, you know what? Let me switch up my gun. Let me switch up all the attachments you guys gave me. Let me switch up all these perks that you guys gave me. Let me switch up my class. All these things that you guys want us to use, and I start going on a kill streak. I should be able to turn the tide myself, right? Because of the skill streaks. Maybe I have, UAV, cruise missile, AC-130, and then all of a sudden I'm on a 10 kill streak because I was able to lock down my side of the map. I switched to a claymore. I switched to a stun grenade, and I'm able to start getting kills, and I'm able to control the right side of the map, and now my team can get out of a spawn, and all of a sudden I'm on a 15 kill streak, and I just got the AC-130. I should be able to get the AC-130. And, of course, most people, when they see an AC-130 in the air, they hide in a building. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to get our teammates out. So, boom, I get my AC-130. I'm still on my kill streak. Boom, I got another UAV helping my team. I got another cruise missile helping my team. And now we're starting to roll. Now we can take over B. And now it becomes a more healthier competitive match than you guys just putting us in these skill-based matchmaking lobbies and saying everybody needs to be even. This at least gives us a chance to fight back when it's not an even game, because let's be honest, that's what happens. It's not even. And so those are my 4 suggestions of why score streaks should be why score streaks should be recycled. You should be able to get your 3 kill streaks and stay alive and get more kill streaks. And so that's what I think. Also, some other suggestions I have, real quick. Round-based domination, right? So once you get to 100 points, you do a halftime, you flip sides. Okay, I think that was in Black Ops 2. It worked very well. If you guys could try that in your experimental playlist, that'd be awesome. And then changing map locations. I should say real quick, changing flag locations. Some of these maps have what are called the triangle, what I like to call the triangle flags, and then you have the linear flags. Again, my suggestion would be go look at Black Ops 2 and how they have their maps linear. They're in a straight line. They're not triangle. Please look into those. I'm making videos on YouTube if you guys want to go check that out, where they like you can adjust the flags just a little bit here and there, maybe add some cover in certain locations to make it to where it's easier to capture these flags for both teams, and it would just be a much more fun experience and make the matches more memorable, because it would give, and to sum up everything, the one thing that we want as Call of Duty fans, or Call of Duty players in general, is we want each match not only to be different, but we want the matches to be a healthy competitive, right? A lot of people are going to run around and get camos and do challenges, and I get that. And, a lot of new players may not know what's going on, but everybody knows how to play domination. Everybody knows to go to B to capture B. Like that should be the objective of domination. You go to A, you capture A, you go to C, you capture C, and then everybody fights for B. The problem is when the maps aren't designed that right way, when you are in these skill-based matchmaking lobbies, and when you don't have score streaks that are part of the game, that have been part of the game since Call of Duty 4 in 2007, where you can't consistently see kill streaks. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't died to anything higher than a helo chopper. I haven't seen anything higher than a Helo Chopper. And that's probably due to the fact that, there's a lot of people that don't have care package, so we probably don't see these kill streaks. But, like, there's a lot of people out here that are max level that have unlocked a lot of stuff, and they can't get it. Because, let's be honest, everybody's in a skill-based matchmaking lobby, and it's just so even that no one can go on long kill streaks. But when they do, what do they have to do? They have to go, rush themselves and basically respawn because they have to earn their next set of kill streaks. So I really would like you guys to look into this. I appreciate it. And if you guys, and for the followers and subscribers, please leave a like, share the video. Let's let Sledghammer see this video, and I think it's a good idea. And also leave your ideas in the comments below, and I can make a video on it if you guys would like me to. But I really think that score streaks is a very simple fix. Just have them recycle, right? And I know everybody's worried about spawn trapping, but I just gave you reasonings to why it would benefit more than discourage, right? You want blowouts. You want to be able to blow out teams sometimes. You also want to have the ability to come back sometimes. The way the system is now, that can't happen. It won't happen just because everybody's so even in the match. So you guys let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.